to another edition of Beyond the Pages, and welcome to my study, which has become a studio during this COVID period. I have a very special guest with us today and a very special friend. As you know, we've done many shows about the wisdom of some of the lockdown measures. And certainly we brought forward many times that the attack on the restaurant industry is absolutely not something that was warranted. We had public health director Horacio Arruda, who said on September 25th, there was no reason to close the restaurants because they're following the guidelines and there is no spread. And yet Premier Legault closed them down 4 days later. In fact, the government has said, the Deputy Minister of Health has said, since the pandemic began, there's only been 400 positive tests from restaurants in all of Quebec. This is an industry that is suffering. In Montreal and Laval, 300,000 jobs depend on it. We don't know how many are going to come back. But next Saturday, May the 8th, the owners are going to do something about it. My special guest today, Alain Creton, is the owner of Chez Alexandre, well-known restaurant on Peel, but more than that, he has been an activist for all things rational in Montreal. We stood together against the destruction of parking, against increased meter rates. And he's used his position, as I call him, the mayor of Peel Street, but maybe the mayor of Montreal, for some sanity in our public debate on this issue. Alain, thank you for being with us. It's a pleasure to have you.
Well, welcome. Very nice to have you.
Alain, what did the owners decide to do next Saturday? What is happening in Montreal next Saturday?
Well, as you realize and the public realize that our restaurants are not restaurants anymore. It became like a museum. And then because we miss the people, we miss our friends and customers, we all decide to open our places, bar, restaurant, nightclub, gonna be open on the 8th of May between 12 and 2 p.m., 12 and 2 at 2 p.m. for 2 hours. We're going to be open. It's like open door. Come and see, visiting us because we are a museum. Take pictures because we cannot serve you. We cannot take care of you. We cannot please you. We cannot make you enjoy our company, enjoy the friendship you could develop through restaurant, through a bar. I don't want to forget the bar. The bar are very important. We're not talking about bar anymore in nightclub. And nightclub and bar are very good for the health of the young friends and people who like to
the socialization
to all the bar and club, which they are great. When I contact them one by one, the nightclub, like our friend also from the old Montreal, and definitely the village, what we call friends for all nightclubs and bar and the village, they say they're going to be outside because, you know, like many clubs, people could only visit the clubs and share our hospitality during the night. But this time, some people who never been to, let's say, Chez Mado and the village, they never been there. So they're going to be open. Come and see us. The dry clean's going to be outside to welcome you. You were too shy, or it's not your type of clubs, which I do understand, but for fun, let's go and visit them because, you know, on the Petite Italie, all restaurants are going to be open door. Of course, the restaurant like on Bernard Street or on Laurier Street, you know, a lot of them, few of them are serving people already for takeout. Fine, but be outside and on top of that.
Well, you can have takeout Chez Alexandre also, let's not forget.
Well, we are, but as you know, we don't do too many for ourselves. But my friend from Ferreira is doing very well. I'm very happy for him. Our friend next door, Liviane, and the sushi place on Peel Street, they are good. They are the best. They are just the best. And they are doing very, very well. And I'm very happy for them. But nonobstant that, as I say again, bar, nightclubs, they are dying. People don't realize that. They are just dying. They don't do nothing. And what I suggest to all of them, which they say open door, come and visit us, we are museum, and the entrance is gratuit. You don't have to pay for nothing, just take pictures and visit us.
The question of socialization, for all people, but particularly for young people, even the provincial government understands that. So we have two problems here with the closing of restaurants. We have the economic problem of hundreds of thousands of jobs, and we have the socialization problem of a lot of people who are désespoir, who are depressed, who are... Somebody said in the government that it's better, it's better if people were in the restaurant because they have the consigne, they have the distance, instead of being at home where they come 10 people to a house. And you're not getting any feedback from the government. They're not answered. Are they sympathetic at all? Do they understand?
But you know what? Also, Mr. Wiseman, what we ask for the government, we ask for the mayor of Montreal, which is following us. No. I know sometimes I disagree, but you know, she try her best. You know, they say, how can we bring back people downtown Montreal? We're talking about Montreal, but it's same thing for Quebec City or for some other large city in Quebec. Why don't we increase the amount of people who could spend in a restaurant? As you know, as a business, you know, you're doing business with people. We're inviting guests from, of course, from Toronto, from Quebec City, from Val d'Or, and you want to invite them in a restaurant. You want to do business. You want to make the city moving again. And as you know, what we could deduct only from our company, the company is only paying 50%. So now we ask them to increase that to 25% more, which you could deduct that from your company, 75% of your meal, which will bring people downtown. And of course, because you know they are fed up to be in our apartment or to be outside, and they want to get back to, because you cannot sell, you cannot fix a deal, you cannot finish a deal just by teleconference. You know, you need argument, you need yes,
la dynamique humaine, you need the human dynamic.
If the mayor, she's agree with that, she's going to bring that, and the Association des Restaurateurs is agree with that, to ask the government at least for 2 years, you know, to bring back people down, bring the business back, to make the economy moving a lot again. We already have it. This is what we get, that's going to be. Everybody's looking for stuff.
What is happening? Did you hear? What is happening with the terrace?
When we reopen, we're going to miss stuff. I don't know why. Like in Quebec City, they started and then they were crying to get staff to work in the kitchen or dishwasher or things like that. So I don't think it's too much to descend. We asked the government again for the immigration to get back to the system, which is a fast immigration, you know, and from the fast track of immigration for the restoration people or hotel people. So if we get those two things, that we could probably, that's going to be a good thing for us.
Alain, what is happening with the terraces? Have you heard anything? I know that the terraces officially can start April 15th for Montreal, but Quebec isn't saying anything.
No, but as the Madame Plante and everybody, it's more helpful. We have the authorization to have the large terrace. They are more elastic with the regulation. So we get for us, and I guess for Crescent Street, but what we have here just to sell food, it doesn't work anyway.
Is the city going to pay for the terraces like they did last year on Peel?
Yes. That means yes, if you want to say so. Except they don't pay for the terrace, but we don't pay for the terrace. So the installation on the street, we're not gonna charge for it, because usually, like for Alexandre, when we have to have the terrace on the street, it costs me $8,000 for the season. Now I don't have to pay for the occupation of the what they call the domaine public, but the tent we have and the big show we create, then we have, it's our own. We do a big show. We want to have elegance on Peel Street, you see. Like they just open and they are right on the us. We want to have the covering, you know, as you know, the big tank like we have last year, everybody the same. So it's exactly the same setup as a very elegant, and open for everybody, of course, you know, it's like, no, it's open for everybody. And we are pleased to have everybody, people with the dog, people with the kids, and even the handicapped people, everything is done well, like the Grand Prix. And, but definitely we need to sell alcohol, we need to sell food, we need to have a normal, otherwise it doesn't help us.
Alain, hold up the pancarte one more time in front of the camera. Hold up the pancarte for next Saturday.
What we do?
Yeah, hold that up closer to the camera. Tell me, how many restaurants do you think will be participating next Saturday?
Oh, I get hundreds. As you know, when I mention Crescent Street, you know, I call one guy, and all Crescents, all Le Petit Italy, all Bernard, Laurier, Le Village, Griffintown, with our friends, Notre Dame. I don't know. I hope, you know what I hope? Because it's not much, you know. Every nightclub, open your damn nightclub, put the music on, just put the light on. Let the people getting 2x2 or 4x2 respect the mask and everything. Of course, we do so. But please I want to make a big, nice, happening show all over Montreal. It's not tough, and the staff are going to be outside. And when I ask them, to all my friends, for people who pass by, this you can certificate for a glass of champagne when we are reopened. So I ask all my friends to have those little elegant flyers, to give that away, not at large like that. It's ridiculous, but just when people are coming, talking to you and say some word to you, then give them a gift certificate for drinks or beer free when we are reopened. So it also, you know what? It's a day before Mother's Day. It's a beautiful day to give away to our friends. It's the less we could do.
Alain, we're going to be, by the way, look for your Suburban this week, because we're going to be writing a story on this. We're going to tell you where to go, what streets are going to be busy, and we'll have a video report directly on Saturday. I'll be at Alexandre's. Other reporters will be elsewhere. So pick up your paper this week and go out to your favorite street, wherever it is, Laurier Crescent, Alexandre, Peel, Crescent.
All Montreal, everywhere.
The Premier says that by June 24th, he hopes to have 70% of Quebec vaccinated. Did you hear anything that maybe by June the restaurants open?
No, seriously, no. I guess like everybody, like you even have a better position as a journalist, as influencer than me, as soon as possible.
But you didn't. I didn't hear anything. No. I'm hoping, because last year he opened them, I think, toward the end of June.
Yes.
Avec consigne. But I mean, if 70% of Quebec is vaccinated, there's no reason not to open it. There's just no reason.
At least to open a week before the 24th or even the 1st of June. Why not? I mean, you know, he picked a date like that, like the Prime Minister picked the 1st of July, which, you know, even if the birthday date of my son, I prefer to have something as soon as possible. But let's say at the end of June, at the end of May, as soon as possible. We are ready, sure.
We know that all this confinement, it's caused a lot of mental problems, depression problems, violence conjugale, divorces. People need to socialize. L'animal humain est un animal de socialisation. This is causing problems. Even the government understands that. There's just no logic. But Alain, We'll be there. We're going to write about it this Wednesday. This is going out in 3 hours. And viewers, there's 50,000 of you out there. Go to your favorite places. Support this. It's not
Yes.
just about having a good time. It's about being human. We need to be human again. Alain
Yes.
Creton, my dear friend, merci beaucoup pour everything you do. Et bonne chance.
Merci.